I thought both teams really battled in the first half. Neither one of us could gain much of an advantage. Score was tied 31 all. We had defended the three very well. Notre Dame is such a proficient three-point shooting team, but tonight we did a much better job than we've done. Uh, they ended up, I think, shooting like 24% or 25% from three. But they scored a lot of different ways. And I thought we got some great looks, and we didn't shoot the three very well. But with 4 minutes to go, it was a winnable game. They finished very, very strong, and we missed a couple of layups right at the time when we had fallen behind. We had two consecutive possessions of having a layup, and we just missed them both.
And our first question comes from Michelle Kaufman.
Coach, can you talk about free throw shooting? I mean, that was another area where you guys struggled tonight, and those are, a lot of points that you could have had. There was 12 of 22, 12 of 21, 57%.
Yeah, it's very, very frustrating. Guys do a good job of getting fouled and then don't cash in at the foul line. There's not much you can do or say. No, we have some guys who are good free throw shooters, and we got several guys who are not. And unfortunately, the guys who are not great free throw shooters were the ones getting fouled.
Our next question comes from Cal Friedman.
Coach, I had two questions. I wanted to start with Anthony Walker's performance today, a double-double off the bench. What did you make of his play tonight?
When you play Notre Dame, they present a lot of different circumstances that you're dealing with defensively and offensively. When Juwan Durham is out there, you have an interior player who's bigger than really anybody on our team except Nasir Brooks. So when Juwan was out there, so was Nas. But when they take Juwan Durham out and they have Nate Laszewski as their big man, then we got to take Nas out and match Nate's skill level and size, and that's where Anthony came into the game, did a very good job initially in the first half, made his first two shots. Unfortunately, in the first half, he wasn't able to keep it going. He ended up missing some critical shots there that if they had gone in, we might have had a lead in the first half. But again, it happened in the second half. They took Juwan Durham out. Anthony came in and did a good job. We ran a play for him at the end, and he ended up, turning it over. And that was unfortunate because if he had, again, gotten to the basket, I think he would have scored. But I thought he played very hard at both ends tonight.
And then my other question, Chris Likes, there was some seemingly optimism that he would return tonight. He was ruled out before the game. Will he be back this season?
Well, it's crazy what we've been going through. So we practiced on Thursday, Chris practiced. On Friday, we were scheduled to practice at 2 o'clock, and Chris couldn't go, Isaiah couldn't go, and Harlan Beverly couldn't go. So we only have 8 scholarship players, and those are our 3 point guards. So we just didn't practice on Friday. And then on Saturday, they all felt good. Chris practiced, did a nice job, and, I thought he was going to play. But today, the ankle, the foot area was bothering him again. So, it's very, very frustrating for him and for all of us, but we don't want to take any chances. He was not comfortable, and it could be this week. Maybe this week will give him a little bit more time, and maybe he'll play next Saturday. But up until 3 o'clock this afternoon, we just didn't know if Chris was going to be able to really go. It was at the shoot-around. He did everything, but the ankle never could get loose.
We have time for a couple more. Our next question coming from Steve Wine.
Jimmy had 3 guys play 38 minutes or more. How much is that hampering your efforts when you're trying to come from behind at the end of games, just the fatigue factor?
Well, it's fatigue during the game because we can't substitute for them. We didn't, when Notre Dame goes to a 5 guys who can shoot the 3, we've got to have 5 guys out there that can defend the 3, and which we did, and they only shot 25%. So the defense is good. The only problem is we don't have a sub for any of them. If we sub and go with a bigger guy, at one time I went to put Dan Gack in, and he said his knees were bothering him. So we really only had the 6. So if they take Juwan Durham out, and Nasir Brooks comes out, and we got to play with just those 5 guys, and they've been doing it all season long of just trying to push through the fatigue. And I thought we really missed some really good shots for us. Some of the threes were really good, and we had good players shooting them. Isaiah and Cam were shooting those, and just the ball didn't drop for us. The funny thing is, at shoot around today, we were making everything. I thought we were going to have a great night shooting.
Any other questions for Coach Hill? Nope. Go to Wyatt Copeland for our last question.
Coach, I know Earl Timberlake has been out for quite a while now. Is there any sort of status update on what he may return anytime soon?
No, he won't play this year. He's been diagnosed with a condition that requires a lot of rest. And every time he tried to play, it aggravated the condition. And so he's been told he needs 6 straight weeks of basically doing nothing. And so he'll rest, and then hopefully the condition will subside, and he'll be able to start preparing for next year sometime in April.